Hey everybody, so most businesses have a Google Business Profile, but almost nobody uses one of the most powerful features in it. Google literally gives you a way to post content, offers, and updates directly in your Google Business Profile, and most business owners completely ignore it. That means missed visibility, missed clicks, and missed customers. And the bad news is if you're not using this feature, your competitors are. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to post inside of your Google Business Profile, what to post, and how to use it to actually help you to come up in local search. So let's get into it. Okay, so first off, let me show you what I'm even talking about here. So if we go and we do a search in Google, for example, if we look for BKA content, you'll see that my Google Business Profile is showing up here on the right. And if we scroll down, you're gonna see that there is a posting type section. This is where the posts or the news or the things that I want to share using this feature will actually show up. And it kind of puts it in a carousel. So if you click this button here, it will kind of slide through left and right to the different posts that we've put here on this Google Business Profile. But if I want to click on any of these posts, I can click on Learn More, and you'll see that it's going to take me to the link that I had associated with that post. So that's what we're going to go over today is how do you actually post something in here? What should you post? And how do you use these posts to help you to rank? All right, so let's hop into our Google Business Profile where I can show you where this post section actually lives. So if you take a look at your Google Business Profile, you'll see that there is a post section. So if I click on the post section, and when this comes up, you'll see here that there's a list of all of the different posts that I have actually done. Now, the cool thing about this is you can go in, you can edit them, you can delete them. Unless it's an offer or something that's timely, I probably wouldn't delete it. And I'm going to show you kind of how you can use and repurpose existing content that you have on your site to use as posts. So we'll get into that in just a moment, but I just wanted to show you how these look here. So you can scroll down, you could go into some of these, I could edit this post, and you can see here when I edit it, it brings up all the different options for me to do. So we're gonna get into these options in just a moment, but I just wanted to show you how this works, how you access this. So now that we know how to get into the post section, let's talk about the strategy behind actually posting in here. Now, a lot of business owners think that they have to only put announcements or sales on here, which you definitely do, but there's another strategy that you can use to help you to actually rank higher in Google. And one of the best ways to do that is by repurposing the blog content on your website. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So here at BKA Content, we are doing strategic blog posting for ourselves, meaning that we are doing keyword research, we're finding low competition keywords that have high search volume, and we're creating content around those keywords. So when we do this, we'll make a blog post about that content, strategically write it so that it will rank. And so that's one place for this content to live. Now, once you have a piece of content, you want to repurpose it and share it, right? I could take a blog post, I could share it on LinkedIn, I could share it on Facebook, I could share it on X, Reddit, lots of different places. And your Google Business Profile is just another place where you can share the content that you're trying to rank for. So for example, this post right here, right? How to choose the right Google business categories using ChatGPT. This is a strategic post. So what I can do is take this post and share this on my Google Business Profile with a link back to this actual post page here on my website. So I'm going to use this post as an example of how would I actually post this on my Google Business Profile to share it. So the way to do that is we're going to go into our Google Business Profile and we're going to click Add Post. So this is the main menu when you're adding a post. And there's a couple features I just want to quickly go through. So you can do an update, you can do an offer, you can do an event. So this is a post, which would be an update because we just have a description and we want to link to the post and we want to put the featured image in here. But you could do an offer, right? So you could have an offer, you could do a start date, end date, and then there's also this schedule post feature on each of these three options, which is really nice. So if you have some time in the week, you could schedule the 2 or 3 posts that you want to put out that week or the 1 post a week, right? The thing here is just to be consistent, whatever consistent looks like for you. But you could go ahead and schedule this post or several posts out so that you can save yourself some time. But for this example, we're going to go ahead and have update here. And then description, we have about 1,500 characters. So I'm going to use ChatGPT to help make this really easy. So if you can see here, I've got the URL to the actual post here. And now I'm going to open up ChatGPT. And inside of ChatGPT, I'm going to ask it to help me to write a Google Business Profile post using this URL for me to share on my Google Business listing. So I'm literally just going to do a prompt that says, help me write a Google Business Profile update about this piece. And then I pasted in the URL to that blog post and I'm going to hit enter. So right here, it gave me a great synopsis of what this piece is. It even breaks some things out into bullet lists here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight this copy and I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to move over to the Google Business Profile. And I'm going to hit paste. So if we scroll up, I do kind of like having some sort of headline or something that tells people what this is about, right? So new on the BKA content blog. And then if I hit return space, it says choosing the right Google Business Profile categories can make a big difference on how your business shows up in local search, and most businesses are missing easy opportunities. And then it says here that we just published a guide explaining how to use ChatGPT to simplify this process. And then it says, what are the few things that you're going to learn? So I actually really like this. ChatGPT did a great job here. And then there's kind of a sign-off paragraph here, right? Optimizing your categories is one of the simplest local SEO wins many business owners overlook, and it often improves how Google understands and displays your business. The one thing I'm going to change is the M dashes. I feel like M dashes give it away when you're using AI. So I'm just going to replace those really quick. And now I have a great post here. So now the next two things I need to do is I need to do a featured image here, and then I need to actually link to the post. So the good news is that I've already made a blog post that has an image here, right? So I can just repurpose this image as the featured image inside of this post. So if we go back here to the Google Business Profile, I'm going to go ahead and click select images and videos, and I'm going to go ahead and find that image that I made, which is right here. We're going to click open, and you'll see now that the image is going to upload to Google, and then Google will show you a preview of what this image looks like. So that looks perfect. Now I need to have the URL again of my post. So I'm going to go back to my post here. I'm going to copy the URL. We're going to move back to the Google Business Profile. And this is where we're going to add a button. So the button is going to give me some options. So the button options are, I could have book, order now, buy, learn more, sign up, call now. So this gives you some ideas of some of the different ways that you could share an update with maybe a different call to action. The call to action for this one is I want people to learn more, right? I want them to click and actually go to the post. But if I was running a sale or if I had a brand new product that I wanted to share, I could do, book or order online or buy, right? And send them right to the product page. So just giving you a couple of ideas there. So I'm going to go ahead and click learn more. And then it's going to ask me what is the URL of where they want it to link to. So I'll go ahead and put the URL in here. And once I've double checked this and make sure that I'm happy with it, like I said, I could schedule this post so that it goes out in a few days. But for example purposes, we're going to post it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click post at the bottom right. And now you can see that this post that we just put on here is now showing in our post list. So now let's go and see what a user would actually see if they search for our business. So I just opened up an incognito window and typed in BKA content near me. And now you can see the Google business listing here on the right. And if we scroll down, there is the post that we just created. So if I go ahead and I click on this post, it's going to open it up so that I can read what it said. And then there's the learn more button. So if I click learn more, it's going to take us to the website's URL where this lives. So how does doing this actually help you to rank higher in local search? Well, it does this in a few different ways. Number one is that it's creating just another place online that's pointing back to my website as a place for topical authority around a certain subject. And that certain subject is something that we offer as a service or that we help people with. Second is it creates some link juice, right? Google's business profile is linking to my actual website, which does have some power. Third is for exposure and AI search. AI is looking across the web to verify and make sure that there's lots of different places talking about something before it's willing to serve it up in its search results. So having more places that exist out online that are talking about your website or linking to your website or that are semantically talking about your website, the better chance you have of ranking in AI search and AI tools when it comes to the things that you do. And if there's a local business that has a lot more content being shared online versus a local business that doesn't, the one that does a lot more sharing, has a lot more clout on the internet, is the one that Google and AI tools can trust. And if Google can trust your business, they're going to raise you in the local search rankings. If you're a business that never posts in your Google business profile, you look kind of like a dead business to Google. But if you're a business that is consistently posting on your Google business profile, you look like an active business and Google trusts that you're probably open and you're actually servicing customers. Again, we're talking about trust. If Google can trust that you're actively engaged, it's going to rank you above a business that isn't. The third way is that you can also use this to help with keyword association with your brand. So for example, the keyword for this post was how to choose the right Google business profile category. So I'm going to go ahead and just tweak this slightly to make sure that I'm getting the most keyword relevancy that I can. So I'm going to say learning how to choose. I'm going to change this word a little bit. The right Google Business Profile categories. Now I have the main keyword that blog post is targeting, and I have this now in my Google post. And I'm going to go ahead and just update this post to reflect that. But by doing that, I'm helping Google to understand and semantically attach the keywords that I'm trying to win and then linking that to my website. And it definitely cannot hurt to make sure that Google understands what keywords you want associated with your products or your services that your business provides. Now, is posting under Google Business Profile the magic bullet that's going to instantly get you to the top of Google search? The answer is no, but it certainly can help, and it's something that you should do. The more signals that you can give to Google, the better chance you have of ranking locally inside of local search. But there's lots of other things that you need to make sure that you're doing when it comes to local SEO. And if you want to learn the exact local SEO framework that our experts use to help our clients get amazing results, then you need to join our school community. Inside of our school community, you can unlock our local SEO course. This local SEO course will go over the exact framework that our local SEO strategists use to help clients to rank in as little as 30 days. So click the link below to join our school community and stop guessing and start getting real local SEO results. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure that you hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you'll be alerted when we put out more helpful content like this. And if you want to learn another tip on how to use your Google Business Profile to move the needle relatively quickly, then make sure that you watch this video where we go over from start to finish how to optimize your Google Business Profile correctly so that you can start ranking higher in the Google Map Pack. So click this video here, and we'll see you over there.